Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. I am so pumped you're here with us. Today, we're popping the hood on India's biggest telecom operator to decode a master plan that is literally reshaping the global tech landscape as we speak. We're going to dig into the hard data, the intellectual property, and the massive strategic pivots to figure out exactly how Reliance Jio is maneuvering to export its homegrown tech to the rest of the world. So, the core question we are trying to answer today is this: how does a local telecom provider transform into a global tech giant? Okay, let's dive into this, because trust me, this isn't just about your everyday cell phone plans and data packs anymore. Nope, it's about a strategic evolution fueled by aggressive innovation, crazy scale, and a brilliant pivot toward international markets. All right, Section 1, India's digital behemoth. Okay, to really wrap our heads around where Jio is heading globally, we first kind of have to grasp the staggering scale of their operations right at home. The momentum they've built domestically is basically the launchpad for everything that comes next. Just look at these numbers from the financial year ending March 2026. Reliance Jio reported a massive 1.28 lakh crore turnover. To put that into perspective, that's roughly 15.4 billion US dollars. And their net profit, a phenomenal 28,173 crore. That right there establishes some undeniable financial firepower. They aren't just playing the game, they're generating immense capital to fuel their global expansion. And the infrastructure supporting all that revenue is just as wild. During that fiscal year, Jio's network carried an unprecedented 241 exabytes of data traffic. Now, what does that actually mean? Well, 1 exabyte is a billion gigabytes. So yeah, that is a mind-boggling amount of information flowing through their systems. It just proves their proprietary infrastructure can handle scale at a level very few operators anywhere in the world can even comprehend. So you might be wondering, who exactly is using all that data? Well, Jio now serves a massive user base of over 524 million subscribers. But the real kicker here is the makeup of that base. It specifically includes 268 million active 5G connections and 27 million connected homes. They've successfully migrated a huge chunk of their users to the absolute bleeding edge of high-speed connectivity. Section 2, Navigating Global Market Headwinds. Now, the path to global dominance is never a perfectly straight line, right? Even the biggest digital behemoths hit some speed bumps. Right now, we're seeing this fascinating structural divergence. On the left side, Jio has incredibly strong micro fundamentals: record profits, exabytes of data, massive subscriber scale. But on the right side, we've got macro fiscal headwinds. Geopolitical tensions in West Asia and Iran are causing some serious global market volatility. And because of this external pressure, the major investment banks managing their public offering took a defensive stance, which actually delayed Jio Platforms' planned $4 billion initial public offering. But, and this is absolutely crucial, look at how Jio's leadership is framing this. As we can see from this quote by Chairman Mukesh Ambani in the Reliance FY26 annual report, they're treating this IPO delay not as a failure, but as a highly calculated defensive stance. They're evaluating strategic pathways, always guided by the principle of sustainable value creation. Basically, they don't need to rush. They have the financial muscle to just wait it out until global market conditions are perfectly right. Moving on to Section 3, the R&D innovation engine. So while the global capital markets sort themselves out, what exactly is Jio doing behind the scenes? Well, they're building a secret weapon. They've massively accelerated their research and development. In FY25, they spent 4,185 crore, but in FY26, that jumped up to 4,682 crore. And this rapidly growing pile of cash isn't just being thrown at a wall to see what sticks. It's supporting a dedicated, specialized workforce of over 1,000 scientists, engineers, and tech developers who are busy building proprietary systems. And what are all those brilliant minds actually producing? Well, a total of 6,817 patents filed by Jio Platforms and its subsidiaries in FY26 alone. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the geographic breakdown. They filed 2,393 patents domestically in India, but look at the other slice. A massive 4,424 patents were filed in foreign jurisdictions. I mean, they are aggressively filing almost double the amount of patents internationally compared to domestically. If that's not a giant neon sign pointing directly to their global ambitions, I don't know what is. And the thing is, this sophisticated IP protection strategy is actively working.
They've successfully secured 538 granted patents in India and 471 across foreign jurisdictions, bringing their globally granted patents for just that year to over 1,000. When you zoom out and look at Jio's standalone patent count, it's reached an impressive 3,476. They are literally building an absolute fortress of globally oriented intellectual property.
All right, Section 4, exporting the tech stack. So what's the ultimate endgame for all those patents? Well, this is the pivot where Jio evolves way beyond just providing internet to Indian consumers. They're maneuvering to become a global managed services provider. Now, what does that actually mean? By definition, it means they're shifting from being just a telecom operator to becoming a primary technology vendor on the world stage. They're going to export their proprietary network tech to international markets, but instead of fighting for individual subscribers, they'll be partnering directly with local operators. It's a real game changer. Let's neatly unpack the specific tech they're actually packing up to export. It's a comprehensive, homegrown suite. We're talking cloud-native radio access networks, the tech that actually connects your phone to the tower. Then there's their 5G core systems, which basically act as the brain of the network, along with fixed wireless access architectures for ultra-fast home internet. But wait, it goes way beyond just the telecom plumbing. They're also getting ready to export GeoBrain and artificial intelligence, large language models. They built all these cutting-edge systems entirely in-house, and now they're prepping to sell them to both developed and emerging economies.
So the crucial takeaway here is their monetization strategy. We can break it down into 3 super logical steps. Step 1, achieve massive domestic scale, which we saw back in Section 1. Step 2, secure global patents to lock down their inventions, which we just talked about. And Step 3, partner with foreign operators to actually deploy the tech. This strategy is brilliantly designed to diversify their revenue streams, shifting them completely away from relying just on domestic connectivity fees.
Finally, Section 5, the global road ahead. Let's bring this explainer home by connecting all that massive initial data to this super ambitious international endgame, leading the digital future through indigenous tech that controls the entire value chain. So why does this matter to us, and what should you take away from this whole thing? Well, complete ownership of their tech stack, literally from the patents down to the core network, gives India a unique, unprecedented edge in global tech exports. They aren't relying on legacy Western or Chinese hardware vendors anymore. They are the vendor now, offering a complete end-to-end digital ecosystem. Which brings us to this final provocative thought I want to leave you with. Will Jio's homegrown 5G and 6G stack rewrite the rules of global telecommunications? I mean, think about it. Given their immense financial muscle, their crazy acceleration in R&D, and their very explicit patent-backed strategy to export managed services to the world, they are uniquely positioned to completely disrupt the global telecom vendor landscape. It's a fascinating tech evolution, and it's happening right before our eyes. If you found this structured breakdown valuable and want to keep mastering complex topics with us, please hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe. And hey, I want to hear directly from you. Drop a comment below with your feedback and let me know your thoughts on Jio's massive global master plan. Stay focused and keep learning.